Insecure Indian girl who works in a lab. Second Roastme post, bored at work, roast me? Your tits are non-existent. Works in a lab, right? How did you escape the enclosure and get access to the internet? You look like you cry at the slightest issue, every single day. Judging by the wonky left eye, I'm assuming you hung the crooked coat rack in the back. Call center isn't spelt lab. I keep hearing about animal testing. Are you the animal they test things on? You're as useless as your bra. Your boyfriend can't even afford a passport to get to your other eye. You can land a Boeing 747 on her teeth. Your chest is flatter than your desk. Seems your arranged hubby didn't work on you. I thought roasting a cow is sin. I haven't cried in 13 years. Roast me. Is that because you only cry after sex? His shirt is the only thing that goes in and out. Clearly hasn't been in and out of the orthodontist. You look like the ex-manager of a Korean boy band that was fired for molestation. How you have a nose that big and the glasses still don't sit on it. Take the chiclets out of your mouth before taking pictures. You haven't looked in a mirror for 13 years, that's why. Fuck dude, your teeth look as if a 4-year-old attempted to make dentures out of sticks of butter. You look like the human equivalent of Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales. That makes sense, 13 years ago was probably when your permanent teeth grew in. I don't know why the image is backwards, but like, I just turned 18 yesterday, roast me. You look like Dwight from The Office. How old are you? I don't know, something between 7 and 63. Too bad the market for Elizabeth Warren stunt doubles just collapsed. You look like you send flowers to yourself on Valentine's Day. Apparently Bubbles has a daughter. Do you like kitties too? No thanks, it looks like inbreeding did it for me. A young Bill Hader wearing a wig and glasses. You look like you would kill your girlfriend's cat, then put it in the freezer and then try to replace the cat with a new cat named Garbage. That's the exact same face I made when I saw your pic. You look like you created coronavirus. I'm Indian and let's see what you can do. Destroy me. I'm Indian. Thanks so much for clarifying, man. I thought you were Irish. If you didn't have that white shirt on we wouldn't be able to see you. You look like a sexually confused raisin. Your face hurts me more than the lamb vindaloo does. I can't tell if you're standing against a wall or lying on your 10-way shared hardwood floor bed. You look like the Mumbai version of Gumby. Now I know how Indians invented zero. My brother claims to be the perfect specimen. Explain otherwise. We'll be the judges of that, once we figure out the species. Tell him he doesn't have to try and cover his D with the paper. His belly does the job just fine. He could have used his tits to clamp each corner of the sign. His stomach is making the same face I did when I opened this picture. If you imagine his arms as floppy ears, his body looks like a sad hound dog. This roast could feed an entire village. And give all of them obesity too. Lift one of those moobs and I bet some gummy bears fall out. He looks like a discount boogie $29.88. He's a little fat for a stormtrooper. Perfect specimen for heart disease, diabetes. Poster child for Coca-Cola and Lay's chips. Roast my big head while I wait for my twin in the Target parking lot. Something tells me this isn't your first roast in a Target parking lot. She looks like she eats bath bombs. I can just imagine waking up, rolling over and seeing your face on my pillow, even hours after you've left. That's what her twin is. The ugly twin always has to wait in the car. Target's cosmetics department would like to thank you for keeping them in business during these hard times. She and her sister work as Target mannequins. So much foundation on your face it could have saved the Twin Towers. Or Notre Dame Cathedral. You look like you belong in a Vagisil commercial. God gave you those huge nostrils so he had something to plug his fingers into when he held your face to paint it. Your eyebrows look like you put them on with a brush tool in MS Paint. Your eyes are in a heated battle with symmetry. I hate seeing people leaving their dogs in the car. It's so inhumane. Don't fly too close to the sun, your face will melt. Show us a picture of her so we can see what you're really supposed to look like. My wife left me for another woman, do your worst. I'm a gay guy and I'd leave you for a woman. He inspires women around the globe to become nuns. It's quite beautiful how the banner behind you is a metaphor for your life. The happy has melted. Immediately after taking this picture, this guy's manager reprimanded him for putting up his own birthday decorations in the office. With a camel toe like yours I can't imagine why. Flapping like a couple of broken sails in a shitstorm of mediocrity aboard the vessel that is you, captained by the lack of everything that is your personality. Probably wanted someone with a tighter vag. You should have known she was gay the moment she showed interest in you. So you're not with Cam anymore? I'm 19 and I rent furniture to people for a living. Please word murder me. Thanks. You might sell love seats, but you'll always be a pull-out couch. She is what a lot of college kids call a dare. Did your 5-year-old son draw your eyebrows? Hayden is my king. She looks like Doodle Bob when he drew on the angry eyebrows. I think you roasted yourself by calling your vagina furniture. Hey, at least she makes $7.25 per hour according to the poster. Your eyebrows look like they connect from the back of your head. In the future that t-shirt will be replaced with one that says, I went through 5 years of teenage rebellion and all I got were these 3 kids from 3 different dads. My wife saw your picture on my phone and got mad. Then she looked closer and realized I was just playing a game and she was looking at the yellow Angry Bird. You look like the type of person who would smell the furniture seats when it's returned. 27, had an arranged marriage, and my best friends are pains. Roast me? Well, at least you know he didn't objectify you and want you for your sex appeal. He no longer talks to his parents anymore. You need to arrange an appointment to get rid of that mustache. Did he get your boobs in the divorce? Pardon me for going off topic, but I simply can't stand the thought of some lovely woman being forced to marry a guy as ugly as you. You must have been the most disappointing mail order bride ever. I thought Reddit changed their roast policy to 18+, why are premature adolescent boys still able to post? I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles between both your eyes. I can't decide what's most empty and soulless. Your painting ability, your marriage, or that gaze telling us you already know both are destined for failure. Even Bob Ross thinks your existence is a mistake. Had an arranged marriage? I guess he didn't want you either. Seeing's how you were in an arranged marriage, I'd say you're worth one 3-legged sheep. Try your best, I have thick skin. You sweat entire meatballs. Chef Boyardee. The Subway diet doesn't help if you order 4 sandwiches every lunch. Why didn't you swallow the 3rd light bulb? You look like a potato that tried to dress up as a Jedi. Was your father just a giant thumb with arms and legs? Emperor Plumpentine. How was your ranch sandwich? I eat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat. I imagine that double meat is not only implied, but your nickname as well, at your local Subway. Off to my dead-end job because of my useless degree. Give me something to look forward to besides my cats. Your ring has more grip strength than your Andre the Giant hands. You look like the bouncer at a book club. Those hands definitely scream enforcer. You look like Lindsay Lohan having an allergic reaction. You didn't need to mention the cats, they were implied by literally everything about you. Where do you go for your manicures, Lowe's? I take it you were slimmer when you got married because the ring is cutting the circulation to your dough girl finger. Blaming your useless degree for having a dead-end job is like blaming that ring for being stuck on that bratwurst you have for a finger. Your marriage counselor suggested divorce to your husband when you went to the bathroom. Absolutely exhausted at work. Please keep me busy. You literally look like a combination of disgust and sadness from Disney's Inside Out. Depression. Your hair looks like those cheap, week-old birthday cakes they sell at 7-Eleven. I'd say the only thing missing is the candles, but you already look like you're dimly lit. Looks like hating your father is keeping you busy enough. I always thought working for Willy Wonka would be a fun job. My Hero Academia Season 4, Deca battles with the patriarchy and his own gender. You look like the type to respond to every roast with a witty comment, while secretly you die a little more inside. Handsome lad. Your nails sums up your personality, carelessness is your second name. You know what would keep you busy? Getting back to your fucking job, you flattened lime green highlighter pen. I'm guessing you're going to be exhausted the rest of your life because no one will hire you outside of your current Denny's dishwashing job. You look like a feminist version of Ninja. 31 years old, unable to get a date for the last 7 years. Tell me why. You should be okay when you finish loading. He is never gonna render in. If Caillou had a rough childhood. Your tiny head. Definitely your tiny head. Tries to shave head, receding hairline still shows through. You have a slappable forehead, you look like a pencil with the rubber on top. You look like you love your guns more than you could a woman. Not to mention that 5 head you have going on. Make me feel worse than when my dad killed himself. You are what remains of Leafy. Your hoodie says mad lad, but the rest of you says that you're too anxious to cough in class. Hey, he doesn't want to disturb the 8 other people in special ed. Was it before or after he met you? When did John Oliver and Austin Powers have a baby? Weak bone structure, goofy hair and the muscle density of a 5-year-old. Buddy, I can't roast what God has already roasted. Your teeth matches your hair color. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments.